Okay, there are listeners to this show right now who are doing what you did 8 years ago, right now. They're working at night, they're working on the weekend, they're sacrificing their own personal well-being and or time with their family for the name and sake of growing their law firm. You're a lot smarter now than you were 8 years ago. Going back to that person, think of yourself 8 years ago. Think of our listener who's in that boat right now. What is one thing that you wish you knew then that had you implemented could have drastically changed your experience during that time?
That's a great question. I just don't think I gave enough thought to what time means and how finite it is and what I want my children to remember when they grow up, right? I want them to have a recollection of me being there, right? And not at work. And I think that for lawyers, we lean towards work. I mean, that's our dynamic. The billable hour is structured upon it. Success at a law firm is built around you dedicating a lot of your time to being at work. And that mindset just kind of had to shift. And, I felt like if I didn't bill a certain number of hours, I wasn't productive. And, I wanted the law firm to succeed at times. And I could not see what effect that was having as far as my time on other things that were very important to me. So, I'm not sure if somebody could have told me that at that time and I would have been able to hear that. But reflecting back on it now, I can see the sacrifices that were made, and I'm not sure I needed to make those type of sacrifices to be in this position. But, you live and you learn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm relating so much to everything that you're sharing, even myself. I mean, that was a period of time that I was a single dad, and it's not just the mom, right? Like, I got really offended, like when the school had, mother-daughter day or something like that, and I had three daughters, right? And I was excluded, even though I was the only parent in their life at the time, right? I don't want to single out motherhood here. I want to be really careful that I'm talking to any parent. I'm talking to, if you're a nurturing parent, if you're present in your kids' lives or want to be, right? There's a difference between presence and wanting to be present. I think it's really important to understand that you have a choice to make. And it doesn't feel like a choice when we're going through it. And I think that's what you were trying to articulate when you just responded is, you know, I was wired to work, so I just worked every minute I had, not realizing that I didn't have as many minutes as I thought I did, right? Um, there's a rule we call it Parkinson's law, and I'm a profit first professional. Profit first, the whole profit first system is built around Parkinson's law. But basically, Parkinson's law states that given a finite resource, our demand for consumption of that resource is going to expand to the resource available to us. Now, we use that in profit first around money, but in time management, it's used around this idea that if I give myself 18 hours in the day, I'm going to use 18 hours in the day. But if I only give myself 8 or 10, I'm going to find a way to complete what I need to complete in those 10 hours. So much of having a life and having balance is around setting boundaries and not around, oh, I need to work less, or I need, like, none of those things are true. All you need to do is just be really rigid about the schedule you're allowing yourself. If you don't allow yourself to go and do work at night, what's going to happen is that you're going to be forced to find another way to get it done, which might mean you work more efficiently. It might mean that you decide to hire an international VA who's really inexpensive to offload some of the work to, that you probably should have done on day one, but because you gave yourself 18 hours, didn't do. But had you given yourself 10 or 8, you might have been forced to do that really early on, which could have completely changed your life. So I think for somebody listening who's in those early stages, just remember this. It's your choice. You get to decide. Nobody's forcing you to work those hours. And if you choose to work less hours, it doesn't mean less money or income for your family or less results for you and your business. It means better decisions in the operations of your business.